Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back. Episode number 13 of ImperialJedi. Appreciate you being here. Lucky old 13, eh? The old baker's dozen. Alright, welcome. Appreciate you being here, guys. You all have spoken overwhelmingly in favor of making this into a fun, grandiose, four-way interchange. Let's get started with that today. I think we're probably going to devote the whole episode just to that, so if you are following along at home, this can kind of be easy, you know. And maybe it could be a point of discovery, too. So if you're just hopping into the series for the first time, welcome on in. We're playing a little vanilla let's play here, casually making our way through the milestones, doing some grandiose, silly architecture, oversized infrastructure. Fun stuff, though. Okay, so yeah, let's build a diverging diamond interchange out of this. And this is going to be kind of like a multi-pronged attack. I actually want to work a little bit on the terraforming along here, and then turn part of this into like bridge/tunnel, so we can figure out how we're going to sneak a highway underneath here. Alright, well let me just pause it. I've got a lot of credits saved up, so I think we're okay. I just don't want to... My poor computer has to recalculate all the routes, right, when we start destroying the main highways, so... But yeah, I was just thinking we could start by removing the interchange that the game provided. So let's get rid of these pieces. Sorry, a little bit loud. And I thought what we'd do next is terraform, make this flat, and then we'll start planning out the initial arms and talking about the diverging diamond. Yeah, for some of you, you might be like, a diverging diamond? What the heck are you talking about? Well, that's a pretty cool thing. It's kind of the latest and greatest in traffic technology. I feel like we're in an infomercial here. Get your credit cards ready. Operators standing by. Your city, too, can have its very own diverging diamond interchange. So yeah, let's move some of these bigger buildings over. And again, temporary zone. Traffic is getting a little bit out of hand. I got a little gung-ho with the 6-laners last episode, so I'm just going to switch one of these back to a 4-lane to get a little bit more multi-lane usage out. And why did I unpause? We have this giant hole. Oh my goodness. Also, that will probably send your city into like economic disasters, so I'd probably say, like, yeah, save before you do this kind of stuff, and then maybe just like pause. And of course, make sure you got enough credits, right? Because I've already spent 100,000 just on this little stretch here. I kind of knew that was going to be the case, so I'm not really panicking or anything like that, but whew, that's a lot of money. Okay, so let's move this as well for the time being. And sorry, friends, can't live there anymore. And this should theoretically be enough room and slope to get the arms working to kind of match the other side. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with this road here that we did on the other side here. So we're going to change around this. This is going to be a little one-way loop. The way it connects, I have an idea in mind here. And then we're going to have maybe a bridge, so we can still connect the zones. But that'll be, oh boy, that'll be coming up soon. Muchos to do. Alright, so this is just a good little placeholder to give us an idea of how much height we need, where the tunnels and whatnot can start. Do we plateau enough up here? I don't think so. Alright, how are we looking on the inside in here? So I'm going to grab, I guess, from that height, push this out, make somewhat of a level plateau up here to build the bulk of our interchange on. And then let's push this plateau out so we can continue that thought. And that's almost the same height as that, actually. It's pretty convenient. And then that little drop down there. Yeah, that's cool. And I want the garbage dump to be on more level. It's weird. It won't let me at the back side of that's weird. There we go. Wasn't able to get the good height there. Thought the game was giving me a hard time. Okay, I think that's exactly what I'm after. Yeah, so there'll be pretty predominant waterfront here, especially when the pollution and stuff is gone. Imagine this like offices in a business park. And then this will probably just go smack into the mountain here and then be like a partial tunnel system to get up to ground level here, which will give us the opportunity to extend this waterfront road. Not waterfront road, what do you call this? Like the cliffside road? But yeah, some cool overlapping infrastructure. I think it's kind of our goal right here. So if we look at maybe from the side view, actually, we can probably get... yeah, there we go. So let's lower that. That's it. That's exactly it. Cool. Okay, can we repeat that on the other side, though? That's a real question. Oh boy. It might not be doable on the other side. Oops, at the same length. Just because the terrain goes on a slight angle, I might have to push this like one. Yeah, you can see like 1 unit forward. I'll accept that. I'll take that. And as added bonus, we did not get that very strange, bizarre blue hole into the world. That actually is a really, really, really sweet tunnel. Very, very lucky here. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, too. And if it hasn't happened yet, when it happens, you'll know. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a weird visual bug. Just kind of stretches the ground in a weird way. Okay, and then let's just see what that looks like. That should still be kind of in the same line. Maybe we've gone a little bit too far straight relative to the previous angle. But we could hide the imperfection in the underground part. That would be fine by me. Yeah, actually, that's not bad at all, because the tunnels look like they're pretty much the same exit as well. Alright, directions look good. That's not too bad. And that would give us a chance still to get... So let's move this over, just while we're doing our planning. Recycling center. And actually, speaking of recycling, just plop one of these down over here. Just gonna throw down a few services for our new zone. I think we forgot that last episode. And then some police down at the harbor. Okay. A little bit ambulance coverage too. Okay, I think I'm procrastinating. Making me nervous doing this. I just want to get it right. You know, I can kind of like literally see it in my mind's eye. It's coming together really nicely so far, but oh boy. Alright, that's cool. Now this is really pushing it, but I wonder if this little bit right here can be a bridge, even if it's just like 1 unit upwards. So let's go out to 10.
At Sternberger, our cars are more than just hunks of metal that take you.
Yeah, that's super cool. But we'll make it a little more even. Let's just change this. Oh, my dudes, we are getting there. Can we make that more even? I think we can. I think we can indeed. Yeah, that's cool. I feel like it's not quite even now. I'm definitely pushing my luck. Doing it last time. I think it's longer on the left side, that's why. Okay, there we go. That's cool. That was worth it. And we can throw down some of those cool rocks and trees and stuff around this too. But worry, I think once we get a bit more of the downward infrastructure done. Alright, neat. Okay, now the most complicated part. Holy smokes, been talking about it, haven't even hinted at it. Diverging diamond. Really interesting concept. What it does is it actually splits your traffic and you become a left-hand drive while going on the bridge over top of your highway. And that allows for extremely fast and safe crossing. So I'm gonna turn off the road guidelines. We're gonna freehand this. So hopefully, this is why I'm a little bit nervous, right? I want this just to kind of like turn out really well. So I'm gonna be 4 clicks upward. Should I do 4? Yeah, okay, I can't count. And we're just gonna, yeah, it's gonna get started. So I want the spacing to not be too far. I still wanna have the principal idea of being able to run a collector and an express through here. Yeah, I think that's the angle I'm going for. And we'll just put that on for 1 split second. Keep this part at least even. That's kind of what I'm after. So we'll start with the overhead 2 roads like this. And don't worry about directions or any of that kind of stuff. And the main thing is we just want to have enough room down here in case we want to put another road through eventually. And then this is where things get a little complicated, so this might take a couple tries, but hopefully we get on the first one. I'm going to turn everything off now. We're literally just going to freehand this. So I'm going up to 4 clicks again, and I'm going to be a spacing of what feels like about that far away. And I'm going to kind of start bringing the height down a little bit. And I want to try and meet up more or less there, but I'm going to be switching to a 6-lane road in a second. In this part, honestly, take your time. Don't even worry one bit. I'd say, like, in general, if you're newer to City Skylines, don't worry about making things beautiful yet. Just worry about how the function kind of happens. Like, understand the traffic mechanics before you start making these grandiose projects, right? This is kind of like us, like, starting to break into that, right? But don't feel like these have to be visual works of art just yet. The more you play and the more times you try this, the easier it'll become. And the more you understand the traffic mechanics, like, yeah, again, the easier it'll just become, right? Okay, now unfortunately, because of the game being silly, and this kind of stuff, you can just learn this over time, right? This inside lane here is actually going to be for U-turns. So you'll see emergency vehicles, you might see some silly drivers do it. Instead of taking the bridge, they go this way to U-turn to get back into the city. A little bit unavoidable, unfortunately. If it really kills your realism, we can have this a split lane the whole way through, but very complicated to build without help of mods and stuff. So just keep that in mind. If you were to do this down to 2 lanes, only one of the lanes would be used. That's why we're doing 3 here. We're doing 3 with the anticipation of only 2 being used, but we will get multi-lane uses out of this because of the way we're doing our on us, which you will see in 1 second. All right, so again, don't worry about directions. Let's just get this now connected. And what I'm going for is a look that doesn't have that weird cut in. So this side's going to have to be a little bit longer, just the littlest bit. And then when we do this kind of stuff, oh boy. When we do this kind of stuff, we can get away with it because we're slightly on the curve, so we're not making this perfectly symmetrical, so it really shouldn't stress you too much. Sometimes when you delete the middle road like this, it won't let you because of the way the bridges are, so you may have to start, sorry, the pillars. You have to start the whole process again, but we got lucky this time. Oh. Almost had it. All right, so let's go a little bit further this time. There we go. Not too shabby. And if you're curious how the directions will work, it's this way going in. So we have a crossover here, and we have a traffic light that holds us. No traffic light down there. And then why would you want to do this, do you ask? Well, it makes for safer on and off. Let's kind of see how that works. So typical diamond interchange is you have to cross in front of traffic. Not overly safe. You have to wait for timings of lights, that kind of stuff. So they're not really good for like like a lot of flow, right? And again, I'm just going to kind of freehand this, and I'll show you what we're up to. These kind of things we can improve over time. But principally, you can see what's happening. As you leave the highway, if you wanted to turn right, it's a very simple, just merge on over. There's no traffic light here. We'll get rid of this. We're doing some lane mathematics. We have 2 going into 3, so hopefully our friends will be cooperative. AI traffic, you never know, right? And then this is the fun way, right? To go the other direction, you're going to merge with traffic that's already going more or less the same speed. Right? So you got the dedicated lane here if you want to go around. In real life, you'd have safer merging, right? Just kind of complicated to do it. We could try this, right? We might do some improvements later. We could try all that stuff out. What it does, though, is it stops the pedestrians from walking, so be aware of that. But what it allows, though, right, is, yeah, you don't have to cross in front of traffic, so it's a safer merge. And then the exact same thing happens, but in reverse on the other side. So you get onto the highway and meet traffic that's going to merge with you. So it's completed. And these, I don't know if they're really popping up in Europe yet, but they're starting to show up in North America. Kind of a newer invention, I want to say, in the world of traffic, right? You know, I might need to go a little bit lower through here. Or you know what we could do, actually, is raise this half of the bridge up. I say that's a lot better overall anyway. Better use of that space. Little valley in here. Okay, I think I put the bridge pillar in the worst spot, though. Oh, boy. And we have to sneak around that thing. Yeah, we can go around. It's okay. That'll give us a little bit more room to plan for the collector and express lane later on too. That's good. And then this side, right, as you're driving towards, you just swing on over and then merge up with your friends. Head on over to the highway. Again, trial and error. We can do the old eyeball check at ground level. If the curves aren't really working, change them, no problem. Keep in mind, spacing has to be far enough that it shouldn't really cause too many problems, so I'm kind of pushing it over here. Not bad, not bad. And then, you know, if we wanted to, 2-lane right here. Just for the sake of, let's try it. See if that helps. We're in the interest of trying stuff out here. Okay, so let's try and do, since we're trying, let's try and do the exact same thing on this side now. So we're going 4 clicks up, and if ever you're curious what your height was before, just left click on this and it'll set your bridge height to that. So if you forgot, or you have some weird like half click or something, managed to find some glitch in the machine. And let's maybe, I don't want to say forget the roundabout, but let's just maybe keep it a little bit more simple for the moment. Maybe we come in on a curved road, kind of like that. And then this guy can come in on the angle.
You're listening to the classics.
Helps spreads the intersections out, and then this guy can just maybe go across like this. Not opposed to that for the moment. Helps kind of segregate the traffic a little bit as well. I might connect these two up. We'll see how traffic goes between them. But not a bad thought and layout, I don't think. I think this achieves a lot of the grids. The flow of the lines, I think, is kind of fun too, especially some of these. Alrighty. Stop procrastinating, just build. This side should be easier, I think. So we've got the... We're pros, right? We did this side, no problem. So I'll double check all this in the end, but, you know, traffic light here, no traffic light there. And if ever you're curious or want like a better like look on how these are built, just do a little Google Maps search. Find these in real life, or just search on Google, just like a traffic engineer explaining this, because I'm doing a terrible job, you know. All right, it's not so bad. And again, we're kind of making it like a fun angle on a curve, so we don't have to worry too much about making it very symmetrical. But I think I might back that up a little bit. If you want to make these perfectly symmetrical, there is definitely the way to do it. I actually have an old series, which I still have not finished, which is very embarrassing to say, on how to make these things. There we go. You know how it sometimes happens, right? You start stuff, real life gets in the way. Here I am getting all red in the face thinking about that. Okay. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Looks fairly symmetrical too, even though we're on the curve here. And then you guessed it, this one's just going on over here. And I would say, because we are doing this in vanilla, so like no mods, no assets, we should be doing these a little bit larger than you might think they need to be. Especially the spacing between our intersections. And it's like these are treated as intersections, so this is a little close. Okay, well let's see what this might look like with some traffic going on it. I'll keep that one lane. That, however, can be 2 lanes. And then let's give this a whirl again. 1 lane going in. Hope I haven't doomed us here. Oh, I have. Okay, good. Sometimes, honestly, you gotta start the whole thing again there, so that was a tense moment. Okay, I think I did it. I think this is literally what I'm after. And this actually took not too long to get there, so that's not bad. Here I'm thinking we'd be here for like 2 hours. Alright, let's put on 3-speed and double check how our lanes and everyone are talking to each other. Make sure we don't have traffic lights in the wrong spot. We do. And let's see if this was the fix-all to everything that was wrong in the city, right? No, what we're hoping for really is a lot more industrial access through this part of the city instead of flooding this intersection. Because we know this was not the best of designs. It was a good way to get started, though. It's cost-effective. It still holds traffic at a decent pace here. But without something like this, right, this would have just collapsed. So here we go. Like, mission accomplished here, guys. Yeah, I think we're definitely keeping that. Industrial access to the waterfront. A more high-speed interchange here. Way, way better for traffic flow. Visually, looks very, very fun. Yeah, that's fantastic. And I think we do need to work on maybe a fun way to connect this. But let's end it here. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. I think we've done good, done well. Pat ourselves on the back for a job well done. And yeah, let's in the next episode maybe we can tackle over here if you guys are interested. Or if you want, we can take a quick break from the highway building and we can just start filling in more of this, tying it all together. Well, yeah, guys, I hope this turned out well for your own cities. Definitely share some pictures if you're curious. And we'll tinker around. We'll watch traffic over time. We'll possibly change some of the lanes around. We do want to add a collector system through here, but man, this is just great. Very happy with this so far. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm ImperialJedi. Hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next episode. Happy building. I'm almost like I'm like speechless here. How did this turn out so well? I was so nervous the whole time. Okay, well, that's it, guys. I'll see you again. Thank you very much for watching. All the best. Adios. Happy building.